Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the press conference for the FIFA Ballon d'Or 2012. It's a great pleasure and honor to welcome the three nominees for the FIFA Women's World Player of the Year Awards by alphabetical order, Marta, Alex Morgan, and Abby Wambach, and as well as the three nominees for the FIFA Coach of the Year for the women's football. On a special request of the coaches, it's not alphabetical order, but we have Pia in the center, Pia Sundhage, Bruno, Bini, and Norio, Sasaki. Once again, thank you very much for being with us this afternoon. With no more delay, let's have a short look to the video presenting first the three nominees, the three players.
Nominees for the FIFA Women's World Player of the Year. Marta, Brazil. Alex Morgan, USA. Abby Wambach, USA.
Who will be the FIFA Women's World Player 2012?
Now let's have a look to the videos for the coach.
Nominees for the FIFA World Coach of the Year for women's football. Bruno Bini, coach of France. Norio Sasaki, coach of Japan. Pia Sundhage, former coach of the USA. Who will be the FIFA World Coach of the Year for Women's Football 2012?
As you might remember, in 2011, FIFA launched a campaign to increase the number of girls and women playing football. The campaign is called Live Your Goals. After a first successful year, with thousands of girls joining the beautiful games, thanks to festivals held around FIFA competitions such as Azerbaijan, Japan, or the coming one, Costa Rica, we would like to welcome on stage a young ambassador from Switzerland playing for the under-14s team at the FC Zurich, who will have the special opportunity to ask the first question to you media, in front of you media, to our guests, and maybe she's living one of our dreams tonight. Shannon, please, if you can join me. Here she is. Welcome, Shannon. Don't be impressed. So I think you have a question for the players and the coaches you meet. So the first question is for the players. So I'll give you the mic like this, and you can look at them.
I have a T-shirt, Leave Your Goals. Who encouraged you as young players?
Abby?
Me?
Yeah, let's start with you.
Yeah, so the question was, some of us couldn't hear, who encouraged you as a young player? And for me, my family, my mom and dad, they were the ones who were capable of giving me the environment to train. My mom drove me all over the country, and I had 6 older brothers and sisters to look up to learn from their mistakes and their successes so that I could choose a path for me. And to be honest, my family was everything and gave me the opportunities that I got to get to this point in my life.
Okay, so it was more family. Alex, maybe if you want to answer the question?
Yeah, for me, my family as well. My dad was always creating a competitive environment for me and my sisters. I have 2 older sisters. So we would always go out and play soccer, softball, anything to get us in that competitive environment. And when I started playing soccer, actually that was the 3rd sport I started after softball and basketball. All of my best friends played it. I really enjoyed it, and I love to run. I had so much energy, so I think that having my friends involved as well as my family supporting me, it created a good path for me.
Thank you. Marta?
Well, from a very young age, I remember I used to follow football. It's the most popular sport in Brazil. And I was actually a fan of several athletes. I followed them, and this was one of the games that I enjoyed the most. I used to play ball with children in the street, and well, it was just, I came to realize that I was really good at it. It was one of the things I was best at, and so I devoted myself to it wholeheartedly. And in my head, I got the idea that I wanted to be a pro, and I followed that path. I followed it through.
Before we go ahead with the coach's question, are you all fine with the translation sound? You need more volume. Can we have more volume for the translation, please? Thank you. So, Shannon, now the question for the coaches.
What are the dreams of a coach who has already achieved so much?
You didn't get it?
What are the dreams of a coach that has already seen and
Achieved
achieved so much?
Well, I can start.
Yes, please.
Every game for me is something you experience, and I enjoy it. So you just want to take out the most of that game and go to the next one. I will go on forever and ever and ever, because this is the best I've ever done in my life, being coach, after playing, of course.
Thank you. Norio, maybe?
Hi. やはりもう一度、
Yes, once again, my dream is to send out big players who can be on such a stage like this one. Once again, I would like to do this. And winning once again the next Women's Football World Cup. That's my dream. And also to winning a gold medal at the Olympics Games, for which we were beaten last year by Pia. And these are my dreams.
Thank you. Bruno?
Ah ben, moi c'est plus simple.
It's easier in my case. I mean, they have won. I haven't won much yet.
Voilà, mais bon, le rêve, moi, c'est mon moteur.
Yes, of course, my dreams are what drive me. And I just hope I can keep the girls dreaming. Keep them dreaming and keep the fans dreaming of more to come.
Merci.
Thank you. Graham Dunbar from the Associated Press. A question particularly for Alex and Abby. Congratulations for being shortlisted. An opportunity to join Mia Hamm, who's so far the only American winner on the list. Can you talk a little about what it would mean to join Mia at this level, and what has been her inspiration to you personally, and also in helping create a legacy for US women's football?
I mean, I'll start this one. For me, Mia has been a big inspiration. The whole '99 World Cup team has, and that's what kind of started my passion for the game, created that dream in my mind that I wanted to play on the national team. So being considered in the same category is an amazing honor. And to have two of us up here, Abby as well, I've looked up to her for many years, and she's such a great leader for her team. I'm excited to be up here today with two of the greatest footballers in the world, and hopefully we can join Mia, not Pia, we could join Mia in the category as Player of the Year.
For me, Mia was a central point for me in terms of me growing up. She played a huge leadership role in my life, and I think we both have a similar view on individual awards, where the championships are much more important than any individual award. It's a direct reflection of how good your team is, how good your coaches are, how good they've prepared you, and how challenging the environments you put yourself in and day out. And Mia taught me that very early. I mean, she won the award a couple times and never once talked about it. She only talked about championships, how those felt. And I've always had that similar mindset where the championships mean more. Of course, it's an elite place to sit where we are, just to be shortlisted. Marta's won 5 times. And rightfully so. She's one of the best in the world, if not ever. And to be here, to be a part of it, to celebrate it with Alex is exciting because we're a forward line. We kind of are the yin to each other's yang. So I'm happy to be here to represent my country and to represent the things that we can hopefully inspire kids to become. Which is parts of teams. We're individuals, but the team and the championship is more important.
Thank you. We'll take the next question. Okay, here, over there. I think it's a lady.
I'm Belisa Godinho, Portugal, da Magazine.
I'm from Portugal. Marta, I wanted to ask you a question. Are you prepared to once again be awarded a Ballon d'Or? And if you don't win it this time around, how are you going to feel about that? Well, I'm prepared. I'm prepared because I think that anything that I was able to show in the field at the end of the day, I've done. I've had the opportunity to do that, and once again, I'm in the opportunity to be here once again. I'm prepared, but if I don't win, I think I will continue, because as Abby said here, we're really privileged. There are so many other athletes who dream about a moment like this, and we've been chosen. We've been elected, so to speak. So I think that would be a motivation for me to continue to get better and better year after year. And I'm going to continue to press ahead, looking for new dreams and new challenges. And there's no doubt about that. I'm going to continue and forge ahead.
Okay. I think it's Pedro on the back. Absolutely. Please.
Hi, I'm Pedro from CNN, and since Abby and Marta have talked about the award specifically, the question would be for Alex, especially considering that you're so young. What does it mean even to be here and to have the probability of winning this award? What would it mean for you and for U.S. soccer?
Well, Pia gave me this opportunity to play on the national team 3 years ago, and at that time, I was very young, and I was learning a lot, and I still am learning a lot from players like Abby, Kirsty Rampone, the older veterans of the team. But I think that for me right now, I'm enjoying the journey. As Pia has also reminded us every day, I'm excited to be here, and I'm just happy to be able to meet, a lot of people that I haven't been able to meet before, and stand up here today with two of the best footballers in the world. It's a great honor, and hopefully, one of us could take it back home and celebrate with with our team. But if not, I think that it's been a great journey this year with the U.S. team, and I look forward to the future in 2015 World Cup and hoping that we again have great players up here on the podium.
Okay, thank you very much. I think Shannon had a second question, as I see media are still... So I'll give you the opportunity to ask your second question.
Habt ihr schon immer...
Have you always played with girls or also played with boys before?
This is more for the players. Did you get the question?
That could be for the coaches too.
As well. maybe only Pia. Abby, can you?
Yeah, so when I grew up in Rochester, New York, the teams that I played on when I was very young, my parents realized at a young age that I needed to be switched over to play with the boys' teams. That was a long time ago, so nowadays, if a little girl grows up and she's got good talent and she's at that age, the teams that are there are all female. So the progress has been started, and I think that the national team 99 was a really big impact on that, and I think our team these last couple of years have been a big impact on getting the word out and spreading the word of women's soccer in the United States so that no matter what, girls have a place to play, and they're not having to play with boys to get the right level so that they can develop. For me, I had to do that, but that was a long time ago. It's good to see that the progression of the game has gone where it's at now.
Then I will maybe ask one of the coaches to give opinion on that. Do you think it's a need for girls to play only with girls or with boys? What's your opinion on that? I don't know. I see Norio doing this.
Yeah, well, I started playing with boys because there weren't any girls playing when I started, and that was way back in the good old days. But I would say whatever works. I think mixed team will be perfectly great as long as you get a chance to play football. And no matter play boys or girls, it's if you want to compete, you should be able to compete. If you just want to get out there and have some fun, that's fine as well. So whatever works.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyone wants to add a word on that? Norio, maybe I can see.
Well, in Japan, there's 40,000 women players registered, and of them, 13,000 ladies are actually registered with men's or boys' clubs. Well, while small, I think it is very efficient and beneficial for girls to play with boys, and then they can probably start playing with girls after some progression. It seems to work in Japan. So, well, while small, I think to play with boys is a good process to progress.
Do we have a question? Yes, Graham again. That's okay. Can we have a mic?
Hi again. It's almost traditional at this event to ask the nominees what their plans are for the US Professional Women's League for the next season. I mean, asked Marta this question in years past. For Abby and Alex, what are the plans? What will you be doing through the 2013 season?
Our national team has committed to participating in the NWSL, and it's exciting for us because we really do think it was the whole reason why, another reason why we wanted to bring back gold, because we knew that it would give our country the best opportunity to get a league started again. And it's a bit of a shame that we can't keep one going up until now. And so it's a great opportunity for us to be able to put our namesake on this and try to make this work. So we are really, really looking forward to 2013, getting to 8 different cities around the United States, continue to spread the word of soccer and allow people to see us on a weekly basis. And we'll be playing many games with the national team too. So our national team will be very busy 2013.
Alex? Yeah.
I mean, I don't have much to add. Abby pretty much said it all. But I think that just the effect from the 2011 World Cup, you could see there was a big growing interest in the domestic league, and unfortunately, it wasn't able to sustain. So now having a new one this year, NWSL, we're hoping to see the growth of it and the sustainability of this league throughout many years.
Thank you. I think we have on the very, very end. Yes, now.
Bonjour, France Piron pour l'équipe 21.
France Piron for Equipe 21. A question for Bruno. Are you disappointed of not having a Lyonnaise next to you because they won the Champions League twice in a row, although they didn't do that well maybe at the World Cup or at the Olympics? Don't you think it would have been nice to have them next to you?
Well, look at these three. It's great, isn't it? So, what else? I mean, we know that we have players who, of course, could have also made it on the short list, but these three players here are exceptional players. There's a continuity, except for Alex, who was a bit younger, but for the others, it's continuity, and I believe you have to be an exceptional player to be here, and so I think this highlights the situation. And it also depends on the parts of the world where you come from, the Champions League in France, the big competitions, countries where there are competitions, big competitions, then you have the Olympics, the European Championships, and this gives you the stage to perform. That's the way it is. But I think I'm in excellent company right here.
Merci.
En très bonne compagnie.
Really excellent company.
In the middle, I think we have another question. Yes, please, in the middle. Mike, please.
I'm Ignacio Naya from DPA. This is a question for Marta. You have won 5 consecutive Golden Balls award, but you have never won a big title with Brazil. Do you feel that you need this title to be considered the best ever? And would you change your 5 Golden Balls awards for this big title?
Well, there is no doubt about the fact that any athlete would aspire to a title like that, because everyone really does dream about getting a gold medal at the Olympics and a gold medal at the World Championship. And people do have an opportunity sometimes to do that, but they don't achieve that. They don't achieve the greatest goal that they have. But I intend to continue working. I think that Brazil evolved quite a bit over the past few years. And I guess it was a little bit frustrated because, well, 3 times it made it to the finals and it didn't win at the end of the day. But people have learned. We have learned quite a bit from that. And, you know, if we made it to the final, well, we need to learn. We need to learn to be a little bit more cold and controlled at the last minute and try to become more engaged, because you never know what you meet out there when you play in a final or a semi-final. All of that influences the game. But Brazil has great athletes, and we do have the possibility of giving continuity to the game and being able to gain titles in the future. I do hope that sometime in my career I'll be able to join that group and experience that moment. And would I change? You asked me. Of course I would.
Okay, I think we will take now the 2 last questions. The first one on the very back. Yes.
Hi, Gorka from eSport. My question is for Norio Sasaki. You are building up a new team, thinking in Rio and in Canada and World Cup. My question is, if when you decide to stop calling the veteran players, was a difficult decision for you?
Can you just repeat the very end when you stopped calling?
Yes. When you decided to stop calling the veteran players, it
like
was...
Omaresawa and so on? Can you precise?
Veteran.
Yeah. Do you understand? Yeah, he decided to stop calling veteran players after the Olympic Games.
Veteran,
Veteran.
old players.
Older players.
Older players, olders, like...
Like me.
Yeah.
No, not like
I thought I did use veteran players. Are you talking about future matches? Well, I did use Sawa, and I do use Sawa still. And from now on, if you're talking about futures, then of course I would like to start using more younger players. And I would like to progress to becoming a new national team. And veteran Sawa, Miyama, those players will still play. And their enthusiasm will probably lead us. So yes, they are still a very important existence for us.
Okay. Then the last question over there to Aaron.
Yes, for Pia. Just a few words on coaching Alex and Abby this year. They scored 55 goals between them. It must have been something. And also a word on coaching against Marta.
Well, they made me look good. Scored a lot of goals. At the same time, my idea was to challenge them as much as possible. And both of them, they find some sort of relationship. And it took a while before we decided to go 4-4-2. But the fact that Alex and Abby, they score goals together, that decided the system. Coaching is Marta. You have to be sophisticated as a player because it is different if she comes in the flanks and it's a 1v1 situation. And we tried to avoid 1v1 situation against her all the time. I've been in the States. And if she gets a 1v1, it's fairly dangerous because she's a good player.
Okay, so the press conference is now over. Thank you very much for attending. We will follow up, of course, with the interactive World Cup press conference and the mail. Thank you very much, girls and coaches, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you tonight. Thank you.